welcome to episode
37.
Is it 37?
It's 37.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Episode 37, the brand new year of Checkpoint Chat.
It's the New Year, New Me episode.
Yeah, 2019 coming at you hot 1 week late into 2019. Listen, I was lazy last week. I was still in holiday mode.
Yeah, I messaged you. I was like, hey, are we recording tomorrow? Please don't say yes.
It's like when you ask someone
give me one more weekend.
If you're still going to gym, like your gym partner, you're like, hey, are we still doing gym today? And back in my mind, you're like, please say no, please say no. And they're like, yes. You're like, fuck.
This is the relationship Lenska and I have. So we're trying to run more together now. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty committed, like Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, really?
So
you're committed to running? Never.
Yeah. But at the back of my... So when I'm running by myself, it's the thing of like, I just go. Yeah. But now that she's in the mix, when you wake up in the morning, it's like, hey, are we running? In my head, I'm like, please don't say yes. Yeah, we are. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Fine, let's run.
I had that exact experience when I was in Cape Town during my holiday, and at night, Shiny would always be like, "Are we going to run tomorrow morning?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
But then she'd ask me in the morning, like, "Do you still want to run?" And I'm like, "I know what you're trying to do."
No.
I'm like, "Yes, we're going." She's like,
"Okay,
fine." And I'm like, "You don't want to run, do you?" "No, I will. It's fine."
But Lens and I established that it's always hard doing the run, but you never ever regret doing it.
Oh, never. Yeah.
Like I've never once gone like, well, that was a waste of my time.
No, never. Yeah. And that's the same with like gym. Like it's hard getting yourself there, but when you're done, you're like, man, I'm glad I did that.
That's the attitude for the new year.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like I don't want to do this here, but okay.
Yeah. I've been getting to gym way more frequently lately, and I feel great. It feels good.
Yes,
doing lots of skipping.
Arrive at your place. The desk has moved. Did you move it by yourself with one hand?
I did, yeah, with one hand.
With those big guns.
And it was so seamless because I'm so strong now.
Yeah.
That I didn't even have to move the little figurines. They just stayed in place.
Your core's so strong.
Yep.
It's just perfect balance.
That's how it is, man. McDonald's and Red Bull and gym. That's how you live your life.
The Triforce of 2019.
Exactly. Yeah.
How many times can we weave New Year's resolutions into this episode? Let's start the counter.
Take a shot every time you hear New Year, New Me.
Shot of Red Bull, no.
Or shot of Red Square.
Yes.
You do it.
You're speaking my language now.
Good Lord.
Where's my Red Square?
I saw you having it yesterday. Clearly not a New Year, New Me.
No.
You. Yeah.
New Me, same Red Square. Put that on a shirt.
Oh my God. But yeah, it's been a good time off. I hope everyone had some lovely time with their fam or whoever.
Played some games, had some downtime. It's always a good time.
Yeah. I got to catch up on a lot of big backlog games. I was playing the best games of 2018 or 2017 actually.
Oh yeah. You're taking a page out of my book. Going back in time quickly.
We're doing time capsule episode today. So yeah, but I think we're just going to chat about some games we got to over the holiday. I think that's a good... Because there hasn't been much like now.
No, nothing new and nothing... Yeah, but I think you and I both played a little bit of everything. You definitely played way more than I did. And you actually completed stuff.
Yeah, I finally completed a few things.
One of them was Super Smash, right? You finished the
totally,
mode? Yeah.
I think I've only got a quarter of the characters unlocked still.
What?
Like, have you unlocked all of them?
You sickened me, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I was doing it in Cape Town because I only had the Switch there. Mm-hmm. So like every night would be a routine like, okay, I'll unlock one or two characters while Shani's watching TV. Like, that was a fun
And then you
routine.
came back and you're like, damn this Smash game. I'm done.
Fuck Smash. It's trash. Smash is awesome. Fuck, I love Smash so much.
So good.
Yeah. But this is Checkpoint Chat, episode 37. 37? Yes.
Watch me get to the end of it, I'm like, actually, it was 38.
Oh, God. Well, you know.
37. It's 37 now.
But yeah, you can contact us, as always, on Twitter at Checkpoint Chat. It's at Checkpoint Chat
at
podcast?
Checkpoint Chat. No, that's the email.
Okay, cool. Getting off to a good start.
Email.
At Checkpoint Chats on Twitter. Checkpoint Chat podcast at gmail.com via email. Or you can DM us on Twitter and find us at facebook.com/Checkpoint Chat. Send us questions. Send us money if you want to advertise. We've got plans.
Send us boxes of
Matty
chocolate.
did some calculations on the good old calculator. So we can work out sponsorships and shit like this.
I did, that was a lesson. It was like, I don't know how this works. Let me do some reading. And it's like, oh, okay, no, I have a formula and everything now. It works out.
So if that's something you're interested in, get in touch.
Yeah.
Get in touch.
Yeah. We've got open slots in the pre-show, mid-show, end of the show.
Yeah, quarter of the show, half of the show, three-quarter show.
We'll throw in dog woofs in between if that's your thing.
We'll create ad breaks.
We'll actually create them out of nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
We have the power.
Yeah,
so.
We have the power. We have the controls to Audacity. I have them right in front of me right now.
It'd be a shame if someone were to slam that laptop shut.
It would be a shame.
Right shame. I don't want to restart. Don't let me do it. Stop me.
So, what did you get to over the holidays, gaming-wise?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned Smash because I played a lot of Smash. So, before, I think since the game came out, it was that 1 or 2, what is it, like mid-December-ish? No, it was the beginning of December.
No, it was like 13th.
Yeah,
I think it was before I think it was just after we recorded our last episode.
Oh, yeah, the episode where afterward we were going to build my PC, which didn't work straight away.
Was that the last one?
I think that was the last one because we played Smash then.
That was a day, hey? Yeah, we did play Smash then,
Smash then, but yeah. Sorry, if you guys did listen to the episode, it's like, yeah, we're building a PC after, hooray.
Oh my
PC
God.
didn't work, long story, didn't get my new PC working, but it's working now.
And we built that thing till like 5 p.m.
About
trying to fix
you.
It. Yeah.
It was great. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch you build this PC because I have no idea how to do this.
God, it was a mission. But man, that PC, those lights and those cases.
So beautiful.
So hot. So hot right now.
So yeah, but back to that. I played Smash since then. And it's just around the time of the office when things start to wind down, even though we're still busy, but we made time for Smash. Took my Switch dock to the office and every, like now and then we just pick up the controllers, play a couple of games, 4 of us. We had 5 or 6 of us at some stage. Smash is a good time. That's how I unlocked all the characters. And it's actually a lot of fun because we're all playing. Then it's like a foe has appeared, a challenge has appeared. It's like whoever won has to unlock that character.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, well, that's one of the ways.
Oh,
so
cool.
like I think it's every 10 minutes.
In-game, yes.
Yeah, you'll unlock a...
No, but like if you're playing multiplayer, does the winner of that match then take on the foe? Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it's quite cool. So we're playing like you won. Like, okay, like Mega Man's appeared. Don't lose. You have to unlock them. And then we're all like watching, cheering, like, yeah, damn it.
It's hard sometimes.
Some of them are hard,
yeah.
Well, I don't know how it happened, but one of the challenges appeared and they like literally ran off the stage. It's like, well,
okay.
You just unlock ever. It wasn't me.
Was it Luigi? Because he's that idiotic. So
no, it wasn't Waluigi. That's for sure.
Because Waluigi's not in the game because he's an asshole.
He is. He's an assist trophy.
No one gives a shit about assist trophies.
But I was like, everyone's giving this game so much shit for no Waluigi. I'm like, he's there. You just can't play.
He doesn't even deserve to be an assist trophy.
Right, he doesn't. He's an annoying assist trophy. Let me tell you. Yeah, but I've been playing a lot of Smash. So at the office was mainly multiplayer, just playing against each other. And
items on though.
Yeah. Although we did play a little bit with items off, and let me tell you that game's different. As an actual fighting game, and then you get serious. Like, okay, you just think about blocking and dodging and this and that.
Noise. No.
It's really good, man.
Smash is a party game through and through.
Yeah,
deserves to have items on.
Yeah, and then outside the office, I've been only playing the World of Light.
Okay,
which is. I get like a lot of people. It's hit or miss for people. So
set the stage. What is World of Light?
World of Light is basically just a campaign mode where you started as my homie Kirby.
I mean, the best character.
The best character in the game. Who I haven't played much since I've unlocked everyone else.
How dare you?
I'm bad at this Kirby religion.
I hope Kirby swallows you whole.
No, why? So it's just a campaign mode where the premise is everyone's dead, basically. Kirby's the last one alive, and Kirby has to navigate a world map, just defeating a whole lot of random foes and unlocking characters and getting power-ups. And, oh my God, there's a lot in this game, actually. It's hard to boil down, because then it's like, you've got your characters, you've got the world map, then you've got, like, the spirits, and then, like, some spirits are primary spirits, and then you got secondary spirits who you can equip with the primary spirits in the slots, and it's
a bit dense.
And then you can level up those spirits, and some of those spirits can be enhanced. So it's a lot going on. But what I've enjoyed about the game is that, so like I said, it's hit or miss for some people. Some people don't like this, moving through the overworld map and just doing random fights. I enjoy that because the fights are so quick, and I'm just enjoying unlocking stuff on this big world map, which it's like broken up into different pieces, and you can see like what game it's been inspired from.
Okay. Yeah.
So like one part of the world map, it's like you get to it, you can see it's a base, like a high-tech base, and you can't get into it until because there's like a control panel outside. You need a relevant sticker or character, sorry, not sticker, spirits to unlock it.
They look like stickers, I get you.
Yeah, they're like shiny ass stickers, okay? So eventually, like, as an example, I unlocked the spirit, I don't know what it was, but like something, it always relates to the item somehow. So like if you have a broken boat, let's say, it's like, no, you need a spirit to fix this boat, and then it'll be like, I don't know, a character from a game, I don't know, that has some connection to boats or
Ice
something.
climbers.
Yeah,
I don't know, they got hammers.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you need to climb this mountain, but there's this thing in the way you need, like, let's say the ice climber spirits. But this base is like, okay, unlock the control panel. You get in, it's like a Metal Gear Solid area, which is quite cool. And I know there's going to be like Legend of Zelda area, Mario area, all these. There's a lot of love, to all these characters and the franchises they're from.
It's like a best hits of Nintendo, and it's not even just Nintendo stuff. It's like all sorts.
Yeah, and it's all smushed into this campaign. Which, let me tell you, that opening cinematic really great. I haven't seen another cinematic since.
Oh,
it's just like move along the world map, do a fight, unlock stickers, move along the world map.
Budgets on that opening.
Yeah, so I'm like, I hope there's some payoff at the end here. I've been playing for that mode for, I don't know, 50
Apparently
hours.
that mode is long.
It's long.
It's very long.
I heard, so I don't know if this is a spoiler, but I heard that once you've cleared that world map, you get to the end, you're like, turns out there's like another world map and another one. So I'm like, oh my god, like how long is this?
Because I'm
still on the first one.
Yeah, that world map is huge.
Yeah,
it is.
So I've cleared out like a large portion of the first one, but now I know because I heard it on another podcast that no, there's another one after. So I'm like, oh man, there's a lot of stuff here.
Well, there's a lot of like single player content to keep you going if you're not into the multiplayer aspect.
And the thing is, on that world map, so like that base, you go into the base and there's like a mini area. So there's little pockets of that as well. So the game's very dense. Yeah. There's a lot to do. I mean, I've been putting all my time into that. This excludes classic mode and a whole lot of other little bits and bobs that are there, but I just haven't had the time to play because I'm putting all my energy into trying to finish this specific campaign mode, if you want to call it that.
I really love classic mode.
Classic. I've played one or two classic modes.
I love that. That's how I've unlocked most of my characters, just taking them through classic mode. What I like is how that idea of like, oh, this is catered to the character you're playing, transitions over to classic mode. So like, what was the one? I think it was Yoshi. Yeah, Yoshi. You fight a lot of characters that are firstly from Mario and stuff. Yeah. But like at the end, instead of fighting the Master Hand, you fight a Rathalos from Monster Hunter, just because I guess it's like a dragon. Yeah. Or whatever. Yeah.
They were actually very clever with that. So even in this World of Light mode, you basically, you're unlocking spirits, but they represent, they are characters from all these other games. But I think there are like 1,200 spirits in the game.
Yeah, it's
an insane amount. Now, you can't actually fight that. They couldn't model like 1,200 characters. So how they go around doing it is they represent this character with one of the Smash fighters, but they're like, change the color palettes, all the terms of the game will like directly correlate to something that references that game.
Yeah.
Which is very that's one of the things I enjoy the most. It's like just seeing how they've interpreted characters. It's like, let me think of a good example. So like, let's say this is a dumb example. There's a dragon character from some franchise. They'll put it as like Yoshi, because Yoshi's like a little dragon, if you want to call it like that.
That's who your opponent will be.
So like in the game, maybe this dragon's black, you'll fight against a black Yoshi.
Yes.
But it's very clever how, like, some of them are like, oh, that's so clever. Like,
and also the like power associated with the spirits is like in line with the character. It's not like some slap together thing. It's not like, oh, you've got an art Pokemon, like say like Dragonite, you've got a Dragonite sticker. And now his power is like wind or something like that. It's like,
so some of the stage conditions as well like directly correlate, and you can see like, I mean, as many characters also like 70 plus characters and assist trophies, it's still a limited amount of tools, but they've used all of them to like translate into all these other spirits, which is very clever, and that's part of the enjoyment of World of Light for me, is just seeing like, cool, like where I can't wait to find this character from this game and see how they interpreted them. So
it is I find it a bit dense, and like you have to interface with it to kind of progress in World of Light, because it has that whole like rock, paper, scissors mechanic.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what is it? Defense, attack, and
I think it's
special, something like
special of your weight. I don't know. Like I don't even know. I just know it's like attack, defense, and the green icon, which I don't actually know what
and it's like attack is good against defense, or I know it's like grab.
Oh, it's grab.
It's grab.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to change up your spirits according to the opponent you're going to fight. Otherwise, you just get like really trash. So you really have to like focus on that system, but sometimes it's not explained super well.
No, but I mean, it's so. The thing is that you're exactly right. Where a spirit will have, it might say a spirit will be strong in attack, and then a lot of them will have like a little perk, like your special's a bit stronger or whatever. But you get to a point with me anyway. I'm like, there's too many spirits for me to sit and figure out what works. I just put like push the auto button for every match, and it like optimizes your build. So if you want, you can. There's a little bit of the depth that you can be like, you know what, actually use this spirit with this ability, whatever. There's just too many battles, so I'm like, cool. Next battle, optimize, fight, finish, move to the next battle, optimize, and then it just swaps out the spirits for you. So,
and then you can feed spirits to the grinder, and
you can. There's just so much in this, and you can feed your spirits to level them up.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, as you're going through the world map, you unlock like gyms or these other places where, so for example, a gym might be, you can boost your attack at the expense of defense.
Oh, okay.
So you can like boost this attack, but then you're going to lose on defense. But I found a gym handy enough where you can it just levels up the spread you leave there, and and it's time based. So like I'm playing Smash, say every evening. I'll leave 4 spirits there, go to work, come home, do dinner, blah, 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 climb into bed, go back to the gym, and all those spirits are like max level now because they've had 24 hours.
Sit there punching the smiley punching bag.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the punching bags. There's no
training
mode.
No,
there's a training mode. There's no baseball. I don't know what it's called.
The baseball thing. Yeah, that was very sad because I like that on 3DS.
It's so much fun. Yeah. But Smash.
That punching bag's too cute as well.
It's too cute. You'd feel bad beating it up. Like, I'm so sorry.
No, Smash is great. Like
so
we haven't even spoken about the fighting, but I think the fighting is the one thing that's it's refined.
It's so good.
But it's so good. And what I like about, I guess, if I had played more Smash games in the past, I'd find some of the unlocking process is a bit tedious.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate going through it now properly for like a first time because it's forcing me to play with characters I've never played as and actually learning them. Like I found out that I really dig Fox. He's incredibly
so
dangerous to use because he just teleports everywhere.
Yeah.
But he's super, super fun. I really like using Sonic as well.
Sonic, they must have changed something because I remember playing him in, what is the Wii version of Smash? Because I think that's where he was. And I was like,
the Wii was Brawl, wasn't it?
I think it was Brawl, yeah. I think that's where he debuted, was Brawl.
Yeah.
I played Sonic and I wasn't a fan. In this game, I'm like, he's
friggin' cool.
They've changed something that he feels cool now.
So, I appreciate having to use different characters and getting to grips with them. And classic mode is just fun because classic mode takes like 10 minutes to finish, and then you always get a new challenger. So King K. Rool is fucking awesome as well.
Yeah, I haven't actually played much of them yet. A lot of my colleagues love him.
Oh my lord, strong. He's so strong. Yeah. His cannon and stuff he's a good starting character.
Have you played Inkling yet?
Yes. So very good but challenging.
Yeah, but it just how it's so clever how they translate all these characters into this game and they make them work, like Inkling and Cloud. So Cloud, I know he's a DLC character from the last Smash. I never played him, but he's got this limit bar just like the game that always fills throughout. So when you do damage or take damage, it always fills. The moment it's full, your next attack will be a stronger version of that attack. Yeah. Which is so cool. It just works.
Like the Inklings, you need to manage their ink.
The actual ink, which took me a little while because I'm like, why can I not shoot? Then I die, then I come back and it's like, oh, you need to like push this button to
go in.
Out.
Yeah, it's like they take all the traits from the games that they come from in a very interesting way, like a very unique way. So, Sakurai and his team, they're dedicated to their craft, I tell you that much.
70 plus characters, and we've still got 5 to come, including the Piranha Plants.
Piranha Plants like next month, I think.
I need to redeem that code.
No, if you bought it digitally, it's redeemed automatically.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently you only need to redeem it if you bought a physical edition.
Huh. Because I got
I'll
emailed the
double-check.
code and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I also got emailed the code, but I read that if you bought it digitally, you just get it.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to do it in case.
I'm getting that friggin' amiibo. 100% getting.
When is
that
it out?
amiibo.
Next month.
Next month, yeah, when the character comes
Man,
out.
for your giant amiibo collection.
And the first DLC character
it's
was announced.
It's Persona.
Persona, what are you talking about? Joker from Persona.
Oh my
So
God.
excited. Because that means we're getting an amiibo of him as well.
I know, and you're Persona fangirl right here.
Yes, queen. So
Yes,
excited.
That's a good segue though, because I think that's enough about Smash. Do you want to talk about
So I finished Persona 5.
Oh my God!
I finished
finally
Persona 120 hours.
Jeez,
That was my playthrough. And I started that playthrough in April 2017.
I started that playthrough in
Back in my day.
1345.
What year is it?
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a game that I played sporadically. I think the last time I played it really hectically before this Christmas was the Christmas before, because I had a lot of free time. So when I got home and I was like, what should I play now? I'm like, let me actually just try finish Persona, because I thought I was near the end. Boy,
what a
boy,
lie.
I was like 30 hours from the end still.
Just one final push of 5 solid days.
I swear to God, there's points in that game where you're just like, this game just doesn't end. Like, there's always going to be something more, and eventually it does end. Thank Christ. Like,
and you're like, oh, why did it end? I need more of this.
Yeah,
thing.
man. As soon as it ended, I had this deep post-finish game depression. Like, I only get that with a few games, and it's just like, I was contemplating starting New Game Plus immediately.
No,
like
rookie mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, a lot of games have that. It's like, that game is so good, I'm going to play it again immediately. And then you start, you're like, okay, like, I really enjoyed this game, but I'm fatigued now. So
yeah, no,
come back to it.
I bought a PlayStation TV so I could play Persona 4 again. That's how I got super depro from finishing Persona 5. But fuck, that game's good.
Isn't there a hot rumor that Persona is coming to Switch?
There was a rumor that it would be announced at the Game Awards.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
But wait, they announced
it might still be announced. It might, I mean, the one thing that the Persona team did announce was Persona 5 R, which isn't a game. It is a set of projects throughout 2019 that are Persona 5 related. So a lot of people think it will be...
Is that R for related?
It could be.
Who knew?
Could be related to a Switch port, and maybe everyone's thinking that there will be a Persona 5 Golden. Well, so Persona 4 got a Golden version for Vita, and what they did was add a whole new confidant, which is like a character that can be part of your party. So there's some new story bits and stuff. So I'm pretty sure there'll be that edition coming out. So yeah, I reckon it'll come to Switch, because I mean the thing ran on PS3. There was a PS3 version, so.
I need that game.
But yeah, that game's fucking incredible. It's a time investment like no other. You have to be okay with lots of downtime, because the game is split between this life simulator where you're making friends and doing conversations.
Actual life simulation.
Yeah, it's like a complete life simulation. You have to manage your time correctly, because you only have a certain amount of time each day to do things, and if you mismanage your time, you're going to really struggle, because all the relationships you make with characters, these confidants, they are essentially how you level up your personas that you use in dungeons. So as your confidant level increases, your ability to fuse different personas together increases, and the amount of experience you can feed to a persona increases based on your confidant level. So it's like you have to figure out which confidants are most important to you, but also split your time that you're leveling them all up.
Yeah.
Because each persona falls into a certain category, and that category is what is attributed to the... So it's hectic. And then on top of that, you've got personal stats that you have to increase, because some confidants won't talk to you until this stat is at this certain level. So you have to sometimes go study in a restaurant, and because it's rainy, now you'll get more knowledge because it's raining that day. And you've got to manage your time. It's so dense to take in at once, but the game drip feeds it to you in a way that I find is far more palatable than Persona 4, which was I was very confused in Persona 4.
What is going on?
Yeah. So there's a lot of quality of life things in Persona 5 that I really like, that on a given day you can look at the map and see where all the confidants for that day are, because sometimes you can't access some on certain days. And it will tell you hey, if you talk to this person, you're going to level them up today. Or sometimes you can talk to a person and you'll get them closer to leveling up. Like Persona 4 had none of that. Like you had no idea.
You had to figure out where people were.
Yeah, there's so many things in Persona 5 that just make it a much easier game to play and just better in that regard. Yeah. And then, like the dungeons are really cool because they're these handcrafted dungeons that you explore. They're not procedural anymore, so they're not, shitty random dungeons. I think some of them get a bit long in the tooth. Like by the end of the game, the dungeons were the thing I was enjoying the least. Purely because I wanted the story to progress, and the dungeons are so long that while you're doing the dungeons, the story isn't progressing. Yeah. And eventually, unless you really, really want a hardcore RPG experience and you crank up the difficulty to hard, like the game is relatively easy unless you really fuck up your relationships. Yeah. But yeah, like it ends on a really, really good note. I'm not going to spoil anything because you need to play it, and like
one day
that story
when I'm big and strong.
That story is like incredible. The cast, it goes places, like it goes fucking weird places.
Take
by
you
the
on
end,
an adventure.
It gets so philosophical, and like I had to read some stuff up because I was like, what is going on? Fuck just happened? Like, yeah, some incredible twists. But yeah, really, really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But again, you have to be into... I don't think you have to be super into JRPGs because I'm not into JRPGs generally, but I like the style.
Weeb.
Yeah, I like anime. You have to be cool with like a lot of talking, taking in story.
That's fine though.
And just into like a time investment. This is 120 hours straight up. It is a big
That's
game.
A lot of time.
Yeah, but it's 100% worth it. I think a lot of people who don't like Persona either haven't tried it or haven't given it enough time to sink in. And there are those people that have tried it and don't dig it. That's not your style of game. 100% agree.
Does it get good at like 30 hours in?
No, I mean, I thought it got... This one starts at least on a pace that is far better than Persona 4's because it starts you off straight away in a dungeon. And it doesn't take long for you to
figure out.
Persona 4, I think 5 hours in, I hadn't been introduced to the idea that personas existed yet. I was still...
Oh my word, you're just doing social stuff.
Yeah, not even then. You're just talking, being reacquainted. It's not like you have freedom. It's all a linear path. And it's... Eventually, I was just like, what is this? Is this a visual novel? Like, what is this game? Yeah. Persona 5 starts on a much stronger foot, I think.
So it throws you straight into the action.
Yeah. And cool, it introduces things... Like I said, it introduces things at a pace where it's like, it'll give you a select few areas for you to explore, and it opens it up over time. And even 30 hours in, it's like introducing something new because it doesn't want to give it to you all at once because it'd be so confusing. So, yeah, it's good. It's a really good game, and I'm glad I finished it eventually.
You said to break out your PlayStation over like 2 years.
It'll be phenomenal on Switch because you can play wherever you want.
I know
I will rebuy it on Switch.
Yeah, things on Switch I'll just get through much quicker because it is literally like 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, whatever, and that just stacks up.
And that game, as much as it is a game that I find better when you spend a lot of hours with it at once, like it is a game that you can go in, spend a week of in-game time, just ticking off days and then come back to it later.
How long is like a week, let's say, or a day?
A day, I mean, depending on where you are in the story, because sometimes it's like Jesus take the wheel and it just goes and goes by itself.
Cool, what's Jesus doing in this game?
Yeah, but generally it's like a day is split up into afternoon and night, so you can do one activity in the afternoon, one activity at night, so you can get through it fairly quickly, but you got to think about a tip to anyone playing Persona: save every 2 in-game days, because if you fuck up, you can go back and you've got like 20 save slots, so you can go back around 2 weeks if you really fucked something up. So yeah, that's my advice.
That's life advice with Alessandro. Our new segment on this podcast.
Life advice in Persona 5.
Specifically Persona 5, nothing else for the rest of our days.
But what a game! Yeah, what a damn fucking game.
I'd love to play it because I've heard from you and a lot of other people that it's a great game, but I don't know, the thought of sitting down with my PlayStation for 120 hours. I mean, I probably do spend that much time on my PlayStation collectively over a couple of months anyway. But like
it's a hard game. It's a hard game. Like I said, I broke it up, and it's a bit jarring coming back every now and then because I'm like, what was I focusing on?
Who is this person?
Yeah, what was I doing? But like you get into the swing of things really easily, and you never forget the story.
Never forget. Have you met me? I've got a goldfish memory. Like, who are you? What are the buttons?
It's fun. There's a nice summary of the story in the game, so you can always refresh yourself. Yeah,
refresh yourself.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. Refresh yourself.
Treat yourself.
2019 motto, right here. Hashtag.
What else did you play over the holiday?
I played. So I finally got my PC, as we've touched on.
Hot damn.
And I started streaming.
If you said Dota, yes, it's also.
No. Why would I play Dota? I enjoy life. No, so one of my goals this year is just to spend a lot more time streaming, getting into that life. And based on advice from a friend, he said, why don't you stream Jackbox?
Oh, yeah.
Which is, so another friend of mine, also unrelated, there are 3 friends in the story. There's a friend who suggested Jackbox for streaming.
That is very popular. He has 3 friends.
I've got a whole 3 friends.
Hot damn.
So another friend and I have started streaming. And this other third-party friend said, try Jackbox. It's a great game. He thinks it would be a great game to stream because it's very interactive. You'll get people, you'll pull in numbers, that sort of thing. And I've never played Jackbox before.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Is this your first time?
Yeah. In December was my first time. So this group of gaming friends I have played it plenty, over the last year or two, whatever. The way I actually asked him, I'm like, how did you play it? Because generally... So let's just explain this. Jackbox, somebody starts a game. It's like board games, I'd say, but interactive board games, let's say. But not really. It's interactive, social, fun games.
Yeah, it's like really like there's a huge variety of games.
Yeah, it's just variety games. So what happens is one person starts the game and everyone can connect to it like with their phone or through a browser. It doesn't have to be a phone.
Yeah.
But I know these people are all playing it via the internet. Like they were not all in the same room playing it. So I was like, how did you guys do it? Because on Twitch it makes sense. One person streams and then you watch on your screen and you can play on your phone, whatever. But like before Twitch they would do Skype calls and just share their screen and then play Jackbox with each other.
Twitch 0.5.
Yeah, 0.5. And I didn't even think about it. It's like that's so clever. What a clever workaround.
Yeah.
But they've played Jackbox and I've heard about it. I just never got around to playing with them. So watched my other mate streaming it, and I was like, "Shit, this looks like a lot of fun."
So good.
I have my Twitch window at work, like this tiny little window, and like the things that are happening, I was just burst out laughing and like, "Oh shit!" Like I have to be quiet at work. So I eventually bought it, and I've been streaming that, and it's a lot of fun.
Which one did you buy?
I've got all 5 of them, but I've been playing predominantly 3, 4, and 5.
4 is really good.
Yeah, have you played 5?
No, not yet.
No, you got to tune in sometime, man.
Yeah, I've been very bad with tuning in just because I've been busy this week. But
it's fun. I see you value this friendship.
But yeah, like you said, I've only played Jackbox with people in the same room. But it's just so much fun because it's like anyone can understand it.
Yeah,
like, it's just so easy. Yeah.
But it's been what a journey it's been. So I've been streaming it on Twitch, and the difference is that. Like, I know playing with friends, you're all in the same room. On Twitch, you're sitting in your own room by yourself, but people are chatting to you. But even though, and Lenska's joined in sometimes as well, but even though it's just us, the stuff that happens, we just burst out laughing because it's hilarious. Like, the things people write, all the ways scenarios work out, whatever.
Yeah.
But then yesterday at the office, I downloaded Jackbox on my laptop. I got my Steam account on my laptop, downloaded Jackbox. We all just cried around my laptop and played some Jackbox. when things were winding down, and it's so much fun. It's so easy. Like
can get it on Switch as well.
People are like, I'm like, so another mate of mine, John Michael. John Michael. He's been watching the stream, playing a lot of Jackbox with me. Yesterday we were both adamant, like, hey, we're going to fly through work, and this afternoon we're all playing Jackbox. And then like people are like, what's Jackbox? Like, no, we'll show you. And people just understand it immediately. It's so easy. Well, depending what game you choose, but a lot of them are very straightforward. Just connect on your phone, choose a name, play.
Yeah, there's some games where you kind of got to read the room, kind of like Fibbage or Quiplash. Like you don't
Those
know.
are the 2 we started with because it's easiest to understand.
It's easy to understand, but you also got to be like what level of humor are these people going for? Like you've got to be
go very south.
Yeah, like Quiplash is one of my favorites. Fibbage is fun. There was one, I think it's in Party Pack 3. I played it with my friend Ludwig in San Francisco. It's like a a murder house thing, but the
trivia,
quiz one.
the murder party. Yeah, so you're all in the house trying to escape, and every round someone dies. Yeah,
it's so good.
I enjoy that one as well.
So good, yeah.
And some of the questions was like actual like quiz questions, and if you don't answer them, you die.
Yeah, I played that, and that's when I realized, because Ludwig is a previously South African. He lives in the States now, and he was editor-in-chief of Joystick at a time. Okay. But everyone who I'd ever met before I'd met him personally was always like, this guy's incredibly intelligent. Man, play trivia with that dude.
Yeah,
holy shit. Like, there's 3 letters on every zip of jeans. What are they? It's like XYZ or something. He just knew it.
What the hell? I get lucky in that game. I do like very lucky guesses. I'm like, it's not that, it's not that. It's one of these two. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
But Jackbox is like you've got 5, so you've got so much variety. Like,
yeah, and what's cool is when I stream it, it's the thing of I'll pick a game to start off with, get the room full. Then how we run it is whoever wins chooses the next game.
Oh, okay, cool.
And people tuning in, a lot of them do know Jackbox, or they play enough that they learn like, okay, I like that game, I want that game.
And you can keep it rolling out, like, because I know you get a code and you have to log in.
Yeah. So if you're looking to stream and you just want something to interact with viewers, this is probably one of the best games I've seen, because it's so easy. You like you said, you launch the room. 8 people. Yeah, 8 people can play.
8 total. Yeah.
So you put a room code out, and then whoever joins first just gets a spot. But it's clever in that some games allow audience interaction as well. So you can always join the audience, and then you don't like play the game. So say you're not all of them will let you say like submit a drawing or whatever, but you'll get to vote for who's your favorite, and you can help pick a winner. So it keeps it very interactive for a lot of people, which is quite cool. And yeah, I've always knew it existed, but I never played it, and I'm so glad I have it now, because I just got to take my Steam with me anywhere, like download it to any device, and it's a lot of fun.
And it's wholesome. It's like really, really wholesome. It's good stuff. Like Fibbage is great, because it's just like you have to. Fibbage is like, everyone puts in an answer to a question, and you've got to make your lie convincing enough that you get. So like everyone's answers come up on screen, and then there is the actual answer that's generated by the computer.
Yeah.
And you've got to make your lie convincing enough to detract away from the real answer. Yeah, and the more players who vote for your fake answer, the more points you get.
Yeah. Whereas Quiplash is just so good.
Shit.
It's like a thing your grandfather said before he died.
Yeah, and then it's like 2 answers come up.
And so you could say like, I wish I spent more time, and then you fill in the blank. Or
Too Fast, Too Furious is the best Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah, so you put in whatever, and then the way Quiplash works is that it presents 2 options to you. It's like I wish I spent more time, like, I don't know, dancing or playing golf, as like 2 dumb examples.
And then players vote.
So now, but you can imagine how crude some of the stuff gets.
Yes.
And then people vote for like this one or that one, and then points tally up. And
what's the one where you draw?
There's a couple you draw, and so you've never played Jackbox 5.
No.
There's a game called Patently Stupid, where it'll prompt everyone in the room to like present a problem. So like, I really struggle with, and you like fill in the blank. So like, I don't know, finding a podcast audience, that says our problem. Real life problems. Kidding. We have an audience.
Yeah. There's 10s of them.
There's all 5 of them. So like, say that's a problem, then what it is, it'll go to someone else, and then it's like, okay, here's a problem. This person's having trouble finding a podcast audience. Draw an invention for them. And then so you draw something, and then you need to give it a name and like a slogan.
So it's almost like Pictionary, but
but it's so
involved,
good. So like, I need to find like a bigger podcast audience. You can draw like, I don't know, like let's say adverts. Is it like a very crude example, like running like podcast adverts. So you draw something how you would envision a podcast adverts. The title would be like podcast adverts, and the slogan's like, pay money to get audience. That's just a very dumb example, but that's how it works. Some of the scenarios that come up, again, like it's user generated, so that's either crude or like so absurd or this or that, and you have to come up with a drawing to represent a solution to that.
Yeah.
And just some of the stuff, it is so funny. Like, I've had tears laughing at some of the stuff that people come up with. And then it's just a fun interactive game. And you don't need to like upstream it, because it's just fun to interact with people. if you've got a group of friends, one person needs to buy it, and then you can all play it. You can. I think it's available on like every platform now. It's like Steam. I know it's on Switch. I think you can get it on PlayStation as well.
Yeah, it's on everything.
On everything.
I think you might actually get them on iPads as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, say you're on a good party game. You download it on your PlayStation. You throw it up on the big screen. Everyone sits on the couch. They play via their phone.
That is a great game to have on like. If you have like an Apple TV or a streaming box, because you can just pop that on straight away on the TV. It's still images, so it's really not like graphically intensive. Like
just the way they've put that game together, it's so clever. Like it really works so well. It's a genius
and like
thing,
it comes. I think there's a new version like every year and a half, and there's always new games, and then the returning classics. Like Quiplash is in most of them.
Yeah, I think that's in Jackbox 3 or 4. It's Quiplash 2.
Yeah.
So they obviously just take the existing game and then just refine it or present new scenarios or whatever. And I mean, I've played it a lot now. So I've streamed it.
A couple of times.
Yeah, I stream. So I'm streaming twice a week at like 4 to 5 hours a piece. And I've streamed it maybe 4 times. So let's say 20 to 25 hours. I've played Jackbox 3, 4, and 5. And all of those games, even the quiz ones, like I've never seen a question repeat. Because I mean, I do worry like, I'm going to get good enough at this game that I recognize that question. I know that's the actual answer. I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 repeats in like the 25 hours of certain games. So there's quite a lot of content there.
Yeah, I mean, it is a party game, so it's not meant to be played like intensively.
Yeah, I mean, and those are like some exclusive games where it's like quizzes or questions. A lot of those games, it's like I said, user generated. It's like infinite replayability because everyone's going to have some different scenario or an idea, and
because you don't want to be that asshole that. Have you ever played 30 Seconds where a person gets one answer, they're like, I know everything else on the card.
Everything on that card.
It's like,
it's not like, well, I mean, it might get to a point like that with some of the quiz questions, but otherwise, it's literally like replayable until you blue in the face.
I will pop in this week, hopefully.
Well, you can't. I'm done with Jackbox now.
Are you done now?
I'm doing Bloodborne this week, finally.
Oh, boy.
I've been waiting to play Bloodborne for so long.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
I was waiting for a cable for my PlayStation to
I
finally
will watch
arrive.
that shit. I will watch that shit.
Watch me cry.
Oh, my goodness. I cannot wait. Bloodborne is such a good time.
I'll do Jackbox again. I mean, I'll drop it in now and then, but I'm focusing on Bloodborne for the foreseeable future.
I will watch that, and I will laugh at your
people.
your
I know
failures.
people are like, I'm going to watch and I'm going to invade your game.
Oh, no, okay, I won't do that. I definitely won't do that. Don't do it. But, Bloodborne's
I'm very excited for that.
Bloodborne is a time.
I think that is a launch game for PlayStation, right?
No, it came out very soon afterwards.
Okay, so it's like one of the first.
Yeah, I think it came out like 5 months after the PlayStation,
So, I mean, I've waited till like nearly the end of this generation to play it. And a lot of people still like, it holds up. It's a great game.
Yeah,
one of the best PlayStation
up.
games.
100% holds up. There was a thing over the holidays where you could sign in with your PSN account and get that, little montage of PlayStation, like this is your most played game, this and that. My first game was Bloodborne, and one of my most played is still Bloodborne. I think it was Persona 5, Destiny, and Bloodborne.
Oh, jeez.
Like,
a lot of people put a surprising amount of time into the game. Like a mate of mine was saying, like, I'm gonna start. He's a person who's been punting Bloodborne. Like, you have to play it. I'm like, cool. I'm finally gonna play it. It's like, let me see how long like I've played it. Pulled up his save game. He's got like 5 save games.
Jeez.
And all of them are like 50 plus hours. Like he has one save game like 100 plus hours. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think mine is about 50 plus hours, and that's with the DLC. But a lot of that, not a lot of that, but there was a period where I spent a good few hours just farming because like I was struggling against a boss and I ran out of all my healing items.
And you needed to farm up some.
Yeah, so I just Googled a really good farming route and just ran that over and over again. So
some of that sweet healing.
Yeah, need that sweet healing, yeah.
But I'm excited for that. But Jackbox.
Let me teach you one thing about Bloodborne that I never knew until about halfway through the game.
Don't die.
Well, no, not that. So you can hold 20 healing items and 20 bullets for your gun. And now I thought that if you open a chest or find more on the ground, that if you have 20, that it just disappears.
Oh, yeah?
So every time I came across what I thought would be a healing item, I used a healing item.
And picked it up.
Don't do that. It gets stored. So it gets stored in this crate back in your wherever. And whenever you die and spawn again, if you don't have full healing items, it takes from that storage automatically. And that storage goes up to 100.
Okay.
So, I wasted a lot of healing items early in the game, which forced my farming runs later on in the game.
Pro tips. Our new segments on
pro tips on Bloodborne and Persona 5.
We're all full of new stuff for 2019.
Yeah, learn from my idiotic mistakes.
That'd make a great show.
Yeah.
Learn life lessons from all these damn things I did growing up. That's some Jackbox. What else do you want to talk about?
So I can talk very vaguely
before you carry on, I just want to tell you my timestamps have been completely off.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Okay.
This one's on point.
Editing's going to be such a good time.
Nice.
I finally sat down and forced myself to play NieR Automata.
Yes,
and I say forced myself to play because I don't think I've played a game in recent memory that I love so much
and hate it at the same time.
I hate physically playing that game, but it is so worth it for the characters and the story and the world building. But playing that game is a fucking chore.
That sounds a lot like The Last Guardian to me. It's like this game this is not fun to play, but is 100% worth it.
It is. I finished it. It took me I think in total 60 hours
for all the endings and stuff.
Yes. So there's 5 main endings in that game. The NieR Automata is meant to be played multiple times. And the first playthrough is fine. Then the second playthrough is exactly the same as the first playthrough, except you're playing from a different character's perspective.
Yeah.
So you're always playing as these 2 androids, 2B and 9S.
Yeah.
So, and they're always together.
Okay,
so you play the game again, but you're always next to the same character. So it's only at the end where you see something different because the characters split up suddenly.
Okay.
But man, for the first 10 hours, you're just I've done all these missions before. This is the same shit.
Is it combat not different maybe? Or
so when you were 2B, it's more like a full-on character action game, like light attack, heavy attack, dodges, whatever. When you play as 9S, you only get a light attack, you don't get a heavy attack.
Oh yeah.
And instead of your heavy attack, you've got a hack. So you can hack into machines, and the hacking is like this little shoot 'em up mini game. It gets very old very quickly, and eventually I did what I'd heard a lot of other people do. They just knocked down the difficulty to easy because it doesn't affect anything.
Yeah.
You can just breeze through things, and it just makes combat like a formality. Yeah. And then the playthroughs after that, C, D, and E, are completely different new characters. I won't say who they are. And they jump around to different characters, and it takes place after the events of the first 2 playthroughs.
So that's actually different stuff.
Yes, so those I really enjoyed. It was a nice run up to the end of the game. But wow, what a game.
Good game.
And that story, the first playthrough, you're like, okay, I get it. I see their very overarching metaphors. But then as soon as you end the first playthrough, you're like, oh fuck.
I know.
You realize, you're like, oh god, where they're going. And then you have to play through the game again to get there. But man, is the payoff so worth it. It's so philosophical in ways, but it's so I was thinking about that game for days afterwards. I went to bed when I finished it, and I was just reeling through my mind over some of the messages it had, and not slapping you over the head with this is what you're meant to feel. It's somewhat open to interpretation, but it's heartbreaking. It is incredible.
Take boxes of tissues.
Yeah, it is. Yoko Taro created a game that a AAA publisher should have never signed off on. It is so experimental and weird.
That's cool, though.
It should be an indie game.
Who published it?
Square Enix.
Oh, is it Square Enix?
I cannot believe this got a AAA budget because it is so bizarre. And it
just works out, though.
It's so against the grain in so many ways. It's so abrasive to play. It's it demands you play it multiple times, repeat things multiple times just to see it through.
It's a very old school mentality.
It's so weird. It's so weird. But it's so worth it. Yeah.
That game came out, 2017?
Yeah, March 2017.
And that year it was one of... I don't think it won big awards, but it
was up on Game of the Year lists.
But it didn't win Game of the Year.
No, it didn't win, but it was up there for the story. Oh yeah, people always spoke about the story in that game. It was just... And for good reason. Everyone just says play it for the story. And like, you don't need to play the first NieR. I never played it, but
I didn't even realize this was a sequel.
it is, yeah. The first NieR came out ages ago. It wasn't really well regarded. This takes place like thousands of years after the first one. So it's like a spiritual successor in ways. It would be good to read up about the events of the first one because it references certain things.
Okay.
But you don't need an intimate knowledge with it.
Okay.
I hope to God I don't think there can be a sequel to NieR Automata specifically, but I want more Yokotaro things. Like, after seeing this, I'm like, fuck, like, I will
give this person more money.
Yeah, I will play anything this guy makes because like this is like on the level of visionaries like Hideo Kojima.
Is he Kojima 2.0?
Yeah, he takes the same risks. Like, it's weird and bizarre and
I think sometimes it works, but sometimes it does.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does.
It's so good. And yeah, I recommend playing it, but you've really got to push through the repetitive gameplay. Yeah, it's a time sink and it's not the most fun time sink.
Yeah.
The one thing I recommend doing, which I thought wasn't that important, was the side stories.
Yeah.
They start off a bit... Their objectives are all the same. They're all fetch questy, so that's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
But the stories that you get from them are
really
good and color in the world around you that give context to some of the main themes in the game that you otherwise wouldn't get.
That's cool.
So it's super worth doing the side quests. Yeah, what a game! Just
what a game.
A bit
add
visually
it to my list.
A bit visually drab because it's always like brown and you know, but. There's some hot... Oh, fuck. And the soundtrack.
Good.
My God. So I didn't understand, like... I listened to a lot of the Giant Bomb Game of the Year discussions, and they are very in-depth with their discussions. And last year, when they were discussing best music, I was like, this has to be Persona 5. Like, there's no other way. And, like, Persona 5, I think, came as their runner-up.
Wait, you mean... Sorry, last year?
Yeah, last year, sorry. But I was like, I think Persona 5 came as their runner-up, and NieR Automata won. I was like, what
how?
the fuck? And then I listened to it, and I was like... Yeah, it's good, but I don't get it. Their soundtrack is so ingrained with moments in the game.
Okay.
Like, if I listen to it now, I'll be like,
it's memorable,
I know where that is, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
It's so good.
Sounds like a game I should play.
It's on special very frequently.
I mean, it's 2 years... Well, a year and a bit old. No,
it's worth it. It works well on PlayStation 4.
It's not a PS exclusive. It's available on...
No, it's PS4 and PC. It's not on... It might be coming to Xbox now. I seem to remember the rumor. Yeah,
Switch, I
don't think it'll run on Switch even.
Why not? You said it's all brown, not visually.
It's all brown, but it is. There's some fucking hectic pixel things going on there. Yeah, it's hectic. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll keep an eye out for it.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
I just happen to have a new PC that I can run it on.
It's not a great PC.
Okay, I'll play it on PS4 then.
I would not recommend it playing on PC. Yeah.
PS4 it is.
But yeah, what a game! I can't stress enough how much of a chore it is.
Yeah.
And maybe it was good I played it when, I was off, like I had free time. I basically punished it in a week. That's all I played.
It.
Yeah.
Bad NieR Automata.
But like every day I'd get to a point where like, shit, I want to see where the story goes. I want to see where the story goes. And
that's cool though.
Yeah. It's special, that game. It is completely surprising. Very good.
Too many games to play.
Mm-hmm. But now new games from next week.
I know.
Not games from 2017. Not games from...
Yeah. No, wait. No.
At least we got Smash, 2018.
Next week I'm playing Bloodborne. I mean, what are you talking about?
That's like 20...
That's 2014
15,
or something.
14, yeah. Oh my God, really?
No, that's sweet. I'm going to look it up. But wait, we're gonna dive into news now?
You want to do some news?
Some news, but I'm going to look up when Bloodborne came out.
Cool.
Because I think that's 2013.
I'll read out some
that can't
news.
be 2013.
So CES happened this week. Consumer Electronics Show.
I was chatting to my brother last night. There's some interesting stuff.
Very interesting stuff. I happened to oversee a CNN report where they were talking about the stock market or something.
Yeah.
And the dude they were talking to was at CES. And man, I feel really bad for this guy, but they made him demo this new toothbrush on live television. But it's... Fuck. Okay, this thing is a 10-second toothbrush.
Oh, yeah?
It is... I hate brushing my teeth. I love clean teeth, but it's a chore. So this thing looks like a mouth guard.
Yeah.
And it's got bristles on every single point where your teeth are. So you basically put the mouth guard on the top of your mouth and you press a button and it brushes for 5 seconds. Then you take it out.
No
on the
ways.
body, brush for 5 seconds. Fuck yeah, I will buy that.
Did
thing.
it whiten his teeth?
I mean, he had very white teeth already,
He's like,
but
cha-ching.
he had to do it on live TV. He's putting this thing on and he's going 1, 2, like this poor dude. I felt really bad. He like went to journalism school.
I'm gonna look. That must be on YouTube.
It
somewhere.
must be. It's fucking ridiculous.
Interjection, Bloodborne 2015.
Okay.
It's not that old. It's going on 4 years now.
So then it came out a year
came out,
after the PS4. Then it wasn't.
I don't know, people often I always think of beginning of PS4. Like, you know why I do it actually?
Beginning of PS4 was end
exactly
of 2013.
Why. No, but I know exactly why. It's because you got Bloodborne with your PS4, and I somehow just associate that with like, you got it at the beginning of the gen.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not true. This is your fault.
It's my fault. I apologize.
So to 5-10 second toothbrush.
Yes. So CS happened this week, and of course a lot of tech stuff happened as a result. AMD announced their new 7nm graphics cards, the Radeon 7. It doesn't have support for ray tracing, which is surprising. But it will ship with 16 gigs of HBM2, so high bandwidth memory, to VRAM. So that shit's fast.
That's super fast. What is that? Say it again.
HBM, so high bandwidth memory. It's like memory stacked on top of one another.
Is that the new, what all the cool kids are talking about?
I mean, it's
these
been
days?
here for a while, but it's been dumb expensive. So,
now it's,
I don't know. AMD, cool.
I don't know if they should worry about ray tracing though. Maybe they're like,
not yet. No, there's no games.
Let's just see. How,
and also it takes down the price because I mean, 26K for a 2080 Ti, that's a lot of money.
I mean, that's just loose change for
casual.
not anyone.
I pull it out of my couch so quickly.
What's loose change in your car?
Metro Exodus is out next month. Fucking so excited.
I think you mean everything is out next month.
Yeah, Jesus, next month is a month.
It's like just rattle off a list. It's Metro. It's
Metro,
the Division,
Crackdown,
Anthem.
The Division. No, Division's.
Oh, it's Division March. Okay, sorry.
Anthem. There's always one I forget.
Resident Evil 2 is out.
Oh, it was meant to be Days Gone, but they delayed it.
Did they delay it again?
I think.
Oh wait, they did it. I think we spoke about this last year.
Yeah. They delayed it.
God damn.
Yeah. And then March is like Sekiro, Division, Devil May Cry.
It's too many.
It's stuff. There's stuff.
Some stuff, not just any stuff, like really good stuff.
So Metro's getting this super exclusive collector's edition. There's only going to be 10 made. It comes with a working...
10?
Yeah, 10.
The RTM edition.
It's coming with a working edition of RTM's watch, which is like this gas-powered watch. It's weird. It's got its own gas mask. It comes in like a weapons cache crate. It's really ridiculous.
How much is that going to cost? Couple of $1 million. I mean, they're only making 10.
Yeah, not even the author of the books is getting one. Yeah. How much is it? I don't even think there is a...
Okay, so they haven't...
Oh, they'll be given away through various competitions, so you can't buy one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit fairer, I think. I don't know.
This was a big news story. So, Ubisoft's The Division 2, out in March, as we just said. It is no longer going to be sold on Steam. Instead, going to be sold on Epic's Game Store.
Sweet Epic Store.
And who can blame them? 90% 10 split, isn't it?
No, that's Discord.
Is that Discord?
Discord came out after Epic, like, we're doing 90-10 split.
Oh, Epic is like 88.
12%, yeah, 88,
88 and 12. So, I mean, technically, Ubisoft is getting 18% more per sale on each copy of The Division.
If you make $1 million revenue, that's like all of a sudden extra, $180,000 on top of that? Like, this is dumb numbers.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's the sentiment. I don't know. So say The Division, they make, if you want to talk big numbers, they make $100 million revenue. All of a sudden, looking at an extra $18 million that they won't get if they put it on Steam.
Yeah, just for having it. And, at the end of the day, it still runs through Uplay. Because, like, on Steam, you'd always launch it and it'll try to launch Uplay in the background. What I don't understand is all this dissent on, like, hey, if it's not in Steam, I'm not buying it. I'm like, why? What fucking reason could you have? Like, it's a launcher. It's not. You don't need new hardware. You don't need anything. Like, it's a new.
Here's the thing.
I don't get it.
I understood this argument. Like, maybe here in South Africa, not everyone's on fiber yet. If you've got ADSL, it's it's a pain to open up a new launcher that you haven't launched for like months, and it's like here's all these updates.
And also Steam has local caching, so it makes a difference there. Yeah.
Okay, but now worldwide, okay, and I'm like outside South Africa, everyone else is on this fast internet basically. So if you open your launcher, you haven't opened it in months, it's like, oh no, there's a 40 gig download. It'll take you like a couple of hours, maybe not even overseas. Here now, with a lot of people on Fiverr, I mean, I've spoken about this with some friends. It's laughable how the one time last year, it's like I have a free evening. I want to play some games with friends on Steam, but like none of my stuff's updated.
Yeah.
But it was like, how long is this going to take to update? I'm like, it's going to take 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on. A few years ago, it's like, I'm going to have to leave it overnight. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's completely different now.
How spoiled are we now that it's so fast? We're just like, I don't want to play things not on Steam. Like, come on. It's not even a problem now.
It's really not a problem. And like, I get the idea of people wanting to have one library for all their stuff, but like,
it's not.
You can do that on Discord as
yeah.
well. Like, you can Discord pulls from everywhere. So
yeah, but you said this. It's not like the PS4 Xbox argument. All these things are available on one platform.
Yeah, it's like a 20 meg download. Yeah.
So like, what's the problem?
I didn't get it.
They're not locking you out of it.
Yeah, and I personally think that games are very cheap still for what we pay for them.
Yeah.
So to support a platform that gives more to the developers, I'm all for that because it's not affecting me. I'm not paying more, and the people who actually make the game are getting more money.
Yeah.
So,
and like I said, you never know how some developers will. I don't think they'll knock game prices down, but some developers might be like, hey, like especially on the indie side, might be like, hey, I don't need to sell it at like $30 to make my money back.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe sell it a little bit cheaper. Maybe I'll sell more volume because it's cheaper. So in terms of marketing, there's it makes it more flexible.
Yeah. There's a lot of potential in there it benefits everyone in the equation.
No one loses.
No one loses. You pay the same price.
Steam.
Developers get more money. Epic is happy because they're building out the store. Like, no one loses. I don't get this. Like, you shouldn't be angry at competition in the marketplace. Like, Steam has had this vice grip on digital distribution for years now.
Yeah.
Like, them having healthy competition is good because it doesn't mean we are going to lose out. It means we are going to benefit. So don't petition for Steam to retain that. Fucking don't get it. I really don't.
You say no one loses. Gabe's like typing
Gabe,
up an email now, like
has to sell his 10th house. Oh, where? Yoshi's Crafted World, the Switch Yoshi exclusive game, is out in March, as is Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, which is coming to 3DS.
I never played. I've got a 3DS.
Yeah.
Did Nintendo have a direct, or was it just like a
No,
surprise?
they just announced it. Yeah.
Okay.
So Yoshi's Crafted World looks a lot like Yoshi's Woolly World, which I fucking adored. It was so good. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. Let me. Let's not spend 10,000 years in here. Resident Evil 2's got a one-shot demo, which should be out right now.
Is it only available for the weekend, or is it like it's out now, you can play it indefinitely?
No, it's out. Well, so it's out now. You can download it indefinitely, but you can only play the demo once.
It is. Oh my
it's
God.
such a strange demo.
But it's clever though, because I think it makes it like you appreciate it more. And the reason I think they're doing it, you're not just gonna run and like die. You wanna try and make it to the end of the demo. So you're gonna be.
I guess it adds tension.
Yeah, you're gonna be extra careful because it's literally one shot. But what I quite like about it, so it's 30 minutes long.
Yes.
Years ago, so when they announced that it's 30 minutes long, it made me immediately think of like, I don't know, when did Resident Evil 2 come out? Like 2 decades ago, like 15 years ago, whatever it was.
2000, maybe 1999.
So it's like late 90s.
Yeah.
I remember playing a PC demo of that game where it was, I think it was only 20 minutes long. Just see as far as you could get. It wasn't one shot, but it's like, you can play the whole game, but you've only got 20 minutes to see how far you can get.
Yeah.
And this is in the same vein, but you only have one shot. So the words of Eminem himself.
Razer has announced the Turret keyboard and mouse for Xbox One. It's the official keyboard and mouse for Xbox One. It's really nice. It's like this mechanical keyboard for your lap, and it's got this like tray that you slide out for your mouse, and that tray is also magnetic.
So is that for your mouse? Or was for your coffee?
I mean, it could be for your coffee.
Why is there keyboard and mouse on console?
There's support now. Xbox has announced support for keyboard and mouse, and they announced it a long time ago, and this is the first like official peripheral for it. So some games you can expect to get mouse and keyboard support are Fortnite, but you'll be put into a hopper with keyboard.
I was going to say, you have to be put separately.
Gears of War 5, Gears of War Tactics, Minecraft, which is huge. Sea of Thieves, War Thunder, Warface, Warframe as well, Wargroove when it eventually comes out, Warhammer Vermintide 2. So a lot of these are games which aren't direct online multiplayer. They're more competitive stuff. Cooperative stuff.
A lot of games that have the word war in them as well.
Yes, yeah. Warframe, I think, with a mouse and keyboard.
That'd be
very
cool, yeah.
I mean, the mouse and keyboard itself is very nice. Because,
it's really nice.
Yeah,
looking.
and it can be used with a PC as well.
Okay.
Because it just uses a wireless receiver, so you can even take the little tray out for the mouse and then use your mouse on your desk, and then you've got a mechanical keyboard. Cool. So a pretty nifty little thing.
Yeah.
When is it coming out?
Hang on. I think Doggo wants to go out.
Doggo wants to leave.
Oh no.
Excuse me for 5 seconds.
Doggo is just wagging his tail, saying, "Please, sir."
Just making enough
noise. I just hear the little pitter patter.
Adios.
Bye, Felicia. And he's gone.
So that was another CES announcement. Okay, I'm not going to spend 10,000 years on news.
But we do know the one hot news story of the week. What is the controversy? The one prediction Critical Hit got wrong.
Oh, yes.
Within like 8 hours.
So Bungie and Activision have split.
They broke up.
Divorced. They each said it was amicable, but breakups are never amicable. Although Bungie apparently had employees popping champagne when the announcement was made, which is very funny because when they announced their independency from Microsoft, they did the same thing. Yeah, we're working on our own game with Activision. But basically, Bungie has seceded itself from Activision 8 years into their 10-year partnership.
Damn.
The writing was kind of on the wall. Activision wasn't seeing the profits they needed from Destiny anymore. And their working relationship from the get-go was strained. Jason Schreier's done a lot of reporting on this over his career, and it's always been like Bungie was always under the gun with Activision's content plans, like putting out an expansion every 3 months and then a big one every year. It was driving them crazy. And it made them compromise on their vision of Destiny because they had to get this content out. But the big prediction that I don't think many saw coming, at least Darren didn't, was that Bungie retained Destiny.
Yeah, it was like the big surprise.
Yeah, they are going to continue working on Destiny 2 and presumably maybe a Destiny 3. And the big thing is that they can do it now at their own pace. They're an independent studio, so... fascinating.
What fascinates me about that story though is that you say like Destiny's not meeting Activision's like profit goals. Let's say like Destiny sells millions of copies, has a very healthy player base, most of which commit to like every expansion and are there playing. Like how is this game not making enough money?
Yeah, I mean according to Activision's, I guess it's very different because Activision is a publicly traded company. They have shareholder concerns.
And they're so used to Call of Duty numbers, so...
That's also true, yeah. And so I don't know. I'm very curious to see what Bungie does now. I can't imagine a scenario where this doesn't mean a good thing for Destiny players.
Yeah, I think.
But I wonder what they're going to do. Like, are they going to double down on the hardcore players? What does it mean for Destiny going forward? Will it evolve more like a platform and less like a sequelized game? Stuff like that. Will Bungie get funding from another publisher because they're independent, but this game's expensive? So I know Microsoft was already congratulating them on seceding. Maybe they get them back.
Interesting. Xbox exclusive. Can you imagine?
Microsoft has been buying studios. Could you imagine Bungie returns?
But Bungie was like, okay, not
Xbox
exclusive, but Microsoft exclusive. So PC and Xbox only.
Yeah, they were.
Imagine
they
go full circle. They go back.
Man, could you imagine? I mean, maybe.
You never know.
Maybe because Microsoft's also open to third-party stuff. So
prodigal son returns.
Yeah, I mean, what if Microsoft purchases Bungie? Lets Bungie remain multi-platform like they did with Mojang and Minecraft. But then they get Bungie, because Bungie is already working on another game, which is being funded by Tencent, of all people.
I know. Is it a mobile game?
No. So what if Microsoft purchases that and purchases the rights to that game? Like that would be a big buy by Microsoft, they've purchased studios. So I mean, they bought
Microsoft
they bought
just throwing
Obsidian
money
the last year, late last year.
Oh, they're just throwing money at people now, man.
So yeah. Yes, you need to follow this dude on Twitter. Raf Grassetti, he is God of War's art director, and for the past few days he's been releasing super realistic versions of each Super Smash character, and they are fucking incredible.
Can I tell you, Bowser looks mildly terrifying.
Mildly terrifying.
Nightmare Fuel there.
Samus looks gorgeous.
Yeah, that's really
his
nice.
Mewtwo was incredible as well.
Saw that.
So yeah, follow that dude on Twitter.
Holy Oxen free.
Soldier 76 in Overwatch is gay.
It's a surprise.
Surprise.
Everyone throws their
that's been
toys.
hinted at for ages.
Yeah, but it's like people lose their shit. Whatever, man.
Whatever.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
Just get on with life.
He's gay. Cool. Whatever. He's also a fictional character.
What? My life is a lie.
Elgato has announced a desk-mounted studio light for streamers, which actually looks really cool. It's $200.
It's only $200.
light.
I'm a professional streamer now. Let me just drop all my money on that quickly.
But it's such a nice light.
Yeah, it looks really
cool.
nice.
Like, even just for normal studio lighting, very cool.
My favorite thing though is that streaming, Lenska's like, your lighting is terrible. We need to make a plan for the lighting. I'm like, no, like who cares? Like I'm a little webcam in the corner. Like people can still see my face. And like next week I'll go to like, here's the studio lighting you need. You never knew you needed. I'm like, damn.
I think they really also announced something else to do with like a mobile app.
There's something. I remember reading about it, but yeah, there's something you can stream from your mobile device.
Yeah, you can choose your smartphone as a input source.
Yeah.
So you can stream games from your phone. Yeah. What I want to know is, can you use that to use the camera from your phone as a webcam?
I'm sure you could.
That'd be cool because cameras on phones
really
have
good.
autofocus and they're really good. So if you can use that suddenly opens up the doors to more streamers. So yeah.
Never know.
Alien Isolation got a pseudo sequel announced this week.
Alien Isolation.
And by all my sighing, you can tell that it's not the one people were hoping for.
Oh no.
It is a mobile game called Alien Blackout.
Oh, I heard about this, yeah. SARS, everyone hating on mobile games.
I would be fine with this, but then on the same day, Fox announced that there is no planned AAA sequel to Alien Isolation happening.
Like, no.
Yeah. What? Alien Isolation was fucking awesome. I'm very sad.
I haven't played it, but I heard it was really good.
It's that game for streaming would be amazing because your tense face.
Oh no.
I'm very sad that. I mean, mobile game could be awesome. I'm not bemoaning a mobile game, but I kind of also want a proper sequel to Isolation. So it's not like a Diablo thing where we know Diablo 4 is being, developed in conjunction with. What's it? Eternal?
Some
Immortal?
I don't know.
That one. We know for a fact that a new Alien isn't happening, so it's like. Nvidia revealed a new GTX 2060.
The entry level ray
tracing. It will still offer ray tracing, real-time ray tracing. It's still going to be apparently on the same level as a 1080. And it goes for $350, which is not terrible.
Not that bad, no.
I definitely think this would be the one people should be going for right now.
It's what, not the 25,000 Rand one?
The 10,000 Rand one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's
news cut off news
for the week.
Oh,
is there anything in tech maybe I missed? There was a new HTC announced a new VR headset that will work with both your PC and your smartphone, which looks really cool. And it's using inside-out tracking, so it's not using Valve's proprietary Lighthouse lights, which to me screams that Valve will release their own VR headset in the near future. Amazon is looking into game streaming, unsurprising.
What? Get out.
And yeah,
I think that's tech news. What? Razer released a new keyboard. No, I'm kidding. We've covered that already.
What? A new keyboard from Razer? Oh yeah, there's this LG 8K OLED TV that rolls up. It's fucking crazy, and it's a real thing you can buy.
It does roll up.
It rolls up into this cabinet and then rolls out when you need it. It's crazy. Technology is so cool.
What a time to be alive.
Corsair's got a bunch of new gaming mice that are pretty cheap. A very nice cheap wireless one that's I think $99. That looks really nice.
$99.
Because Corsair makes really good peripherals. I think that's it. Yep.
Oh,
Got more
RAM.
RGB RAM from Corsair.
RGB RAM, yeah. My favorite.
Isn't your RAM RGB?
Yeah, it is. And it's
Fucking
Corsair.
hell.
No, it's not. It's not Corsair RAM.
Fucking hell.
Okay, should we get to some questions? We have a lot of questions.
You don't want to do game releases for the week?
Are there games releasing this week? I mean, we swapped those segments around. We normally do the other way around.
Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah.
Let's see.
What time are we on
Things
here?
we're on 1 hour 14.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, let's rush.
You can just literally just read. You can them.
So we're looking at releases from January 14th to January 21st.
Just pick out what highlights.
Onimusha Warlords, which I think is the remake of Onimusha.
And it's on Switch.
Yeah, and it's on Switch.
Uh-huh.
Smash Hit Plunder for PSVR. Vane, which is made by some of the people who did Shadow of the Colossus. It's
does that sound familiar?
It was announced a long time ago, and it looks like a painting come to life of Shadow of the Colossus. It looks fucking cool.
Ooh,
yeah,
pretty
it's only on
stuff.
PS4. I'm very excited. The Walking Dead Final Season Episode 3, January 15th.
I should play the last season still.
My Time at Porsche.
The Porsche.
Octahedron for Switch. Feudal Alloy. Don't know what that is, but that's a cool name. I like it a lot.
Feudal Alloy.
Breach, which is a co-op shooter, as far as I can tell.
Breach.
Out in early
I'm
access.
thinking of Into the Breach. I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
no, definitely
that
not.
game
Into the
came out
Breach.
already.
Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown, January 18th.
Pew pew in planes.
Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes on Switch.
That's
That's
on
a
Switch, yeah.
No More Heroes spin-off thing.
Isn't it a remake? Is it a spin-off or?
No, it's a spin-off. It's like if it makes enough money, they'll make No More Heroes 3.
Okay.
So that's January 18th. Senran Kagura Burst RE : New War.
That is a long ass name.
I'm assuming that is a fighting game of some sorts. I couldn't tell you. But yeah,
It's a battle royale.
that's all the
game.
games coming out.
Is that it?
Yeah, your boy.
So it's just enjoy it, guys. It's quiet time now.
It's quiet time now. Yeah.
It's 16.
Next month, we were talking about the big games next month. Let's see, Anthem. Overkill's The Walking Dead on console. You should not buy that game. Civilization 6, Rising Storm, Metro, Crackdown 3, Far Cry New Dawn, Jump Force, Anno, NieR Automata Game of the Year Edition, Path of Exile on PS4.
It's a lot of games.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
brace yourself.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare your body.
Oh man. Okay. Let's do some of these sweet questions. You're gonna have to pull up the one on email. And did we get any on Facebook? I don't
Where's
think.
my telephonic device?
A telephonic device. Sorry. I actually didn't think to check Facebook. I don't think we've got any on Facebook though.
How?
Let me just scroll there quickly and fill.
I will read out our one on email.
Okay.
We also got a weird email from someone about writing online essays. If
Did
you
we?
are that person, hi.
Did we? I haven't. I didn't see that.
So, our good pal Migs from Twitter, who emailed us. Yeah, it is Migs. Hello, Checkpoint Chatters. What happened to Alessandro not showing up for a Matthew solo Twitch stream?
Yeah,
I'm
what's
pretty
up with
sure
that?
Matthew would catch a Alessandro Twitch stream with brownies on hand. Ooh, what type of brownies though? Yeah, like I said, I was super busy this week. Also visiting pals.
Also,
Also, I don't give a shit about Matty.
just being a bad friend in general.
Yeah, just being a bad friend. I missed out, and I feel really bad for missing out. So
No, don't feel bad.
that is the
It's all good.
reason.
Do not feel bad. Okay.
Actually, we're having a fight right now.
We're having, things are on rocky grounds. We're rebranding. I'm taking the checkpoint. You can have the chat. This is how this
the logo in
divorce is
half.
going. I get half of your dogs as well.
Oh, fuck no. That was never in the agreement.
Let me tell you, Lenska and I
This is why I wanted
investigating
a prenup.
investigating like marriage agreements. Holy shit, there's a lot of stuff to consider.
You've got to get a prenup for your plushies.
I do.
If you guys ever
can't have
divorce,
them.
she will grind those plushies into a pulp.
No, don't say that.
You just see the Ori in Blind Forest,
No,
the smiley face going into a grinder.
that's actually heartbreaking.
I know.
Okay.
All your emoji plushies gone.
God damn. It's over on
Did
Twitter.
you see that emoji pillow I had? I saw it at Hamleys, where if you slide it up, it's an angry face, and if you wipe it down, it's a sad face.
I want
Fucking
it. I need it in my life.
How are you feeling? Slide
Sad.
up.
Okay, Migs over on Twitter says, is there any chance in bringing back Dave Greenway into the podcast clan and be reunited with Captain Barbosa once again?
I haven't spoken to Greenway about that. I mean, like we got a guest for the podcast in your way, like Glenn. Dave would be a solid choice. I haven't seen him in a while, but we stay in contact every now and then. Because he got out of games writing and stuff like that. Because newsflash, that shit does not pay well locally.
What? Get out.
Yeah. It would be cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him having as a guest on a podcast, but I don't think we have plans to expand the core roster.
Yeah, not unless you fund us on Patreon. Get the $10,000.
We'd need some good sponsorships. But we're looking into other things for this year. You know, possibly video episodes. This is all possibly. These are not confirmed details yet.
We cannot confirm or deny these rumors.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, those are the things that will be thought of first before new core members.
Oh my gosh.
But if you want to throw some bucks,
throw some money at my face. This question is way over my head. So from Migs, he says, could you explain the American gamer fascination with the iOS exclusive Frog Fractions? There's a hype towards its sequel that is either named differently to fool the public or simply not being developed. Is this a legit thing? Is there a game called Frog Factions?
Yes.
Frog Fractions?
Frog Factions.
Fractions.
Yes. So Frog Factions, I don't know what the game is, but I know it was people like that game.
Yeah.
The big hullabaloo over the sequel was that it was hidden in another game. And it took I think the game in question that it was hidden in, I can't remember what it is, it had been out for 2 years before someone figured out that it actually contained the sequel for Frog Factions 2. Danny O'Dwyer, who runs NoClip, he has a series called Secrets in Games, or discovering secrets in games. So he talks to the designer of Spelunky about how people uncovered secrets and stuff like that. And he talks to the developer of Frog Factions too.
Okay.
I should have forewarned that with a spoiler. I don't know. I think by now people who know about it.
What was the spoiler? I'm still
some people maybe want to figure out. Well, figuring out how to get to Frog Factions 2 is still a thing that I don't understand. So, but if you want to know more, there's like a 40-minute NoClip episode specifically on this topic. It is phenomenal and fascinating.
I was like, did Megs make this question up? I was like, haha, I'm going to ask you and you're not going to know either. And you're like, well, actually, I know everything.
Actually to you right there.
actually to me. Okay, so this a question from Megs to me. Since you dipped your toes into the Twitch pool, could you explain the importance and meaning of getting followers, reaching certain amounts of followers and views, etc.?
Yeah, I'm interested to know your thoughts on what you've learned so far.
So my understanding is Twitch back in the day, it was very hard to make revenue. You had to reach astronomical numbers and views or whatever to actually make any kind of, cash money. They've made it a lot easier for anybody to get into streaming now. So when you start out on Twitch, you're just like a scrub streamer, whatever the name is. But Smurf streamer, yeah. So the goal is to try to get to the next level, which is affiliate. And the requirements there aren't that ludicrous. I think it's reach 50 followers, stream for a total of 25 hours over a month period, which isn't bad.
Isn't it have an average of 200 per stream?
No. It's have an average of 3 viewers per stream.
Oh, that's affiliate.
You think of partner, yeah. And then there's a fourth one. So it's the followers, 50 followers, 3 average viewers, and...
So you must be an affiliate by now.
Yeah, and I'm an affiliate now. So what happens is it opens up the potential for revenue. So people can now subscribe to my channel. They can donate bits, which is a new thing I didn't know Twitch did. Do you know what bits are?
It's you donate bits and you convert them to cash.
Yeah, so you can I think they say you cheer a streamer, you donate bits, so you can donate depending on what.
Viewers earn bits from just watching streams.
No, I don't think you can. You purchase bits, but it's just another way to give back to
the streamer.
So you can. So some streamers have it set up that if you're a small time streamer, someone could donate 1 bit, which is 0.0% of a dollar, of a 1 cent from a dollar. But if you donate like 100 bits, that's equivalent to you giving the streamer $1.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you get some people who donate ludicrous amounts, like thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of bits, because some people are just stupidly generous. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, some people just have money they want to give away. But yeah, that's how it's very accessible for anyone now to, get into streaming and make a little bit of side money. You're not going to make like millions straight out the gates. I mean, all my research and reading and this and that, and just like any other avenue or interest or passion, you need to put a lot of time and effort into it to really make something of it. So I'm embarking on the Switch journey not to like quit my job yet. I mean, maybe one day it would be nice. I'm not going to say no to the idea of playing games for a living because I miss it. I mean, I'm not a gaming journalist anymore. I'm a gaming podcaster. Can I add stream it to my CV now? But it's just a nice thing because I'm playing games anyway. So I just think it excites me to think about playing games with people. So one thing, like I'm excited to play Bloodborne, but I'm especially excited that people are going to watch me play it. And like maybe I'll be entertaining, maybe I won't be, or I don't care. People are going to help me or just, watch me fail, whatever it is. But Twitch they've done some great stuff, I think, to make it a lot easier for anyone to just get into streaming. And yeah, I mean, after that, if you want to talk about affiliate, then the next step is partner, where I think the hardest thing is like, I'd say maybe reach like 500 followers.
I think it's 200 average viewers is the
it's like 200 average viewers or something.
Yeah.
Or peak at 200 viewers watching. But the hardest one is you have to have 75 average viewers.
Yes.
Which is quite a difficult thing to get, especially if you're not like Ninja, who obviously gets like thousands of people.
I do know a local streamer, Miss Lady
J. She actually got partner this week.
She got it, yeah. She streams a lot of Gwent. She's a very fucking good Gwent player.
Yeah.
I actually asked her for a bit of help in understanding Gwent. I don't think I asked her for some help when I was playing Gwent, and then I understood Gwent enough. I just forgot to go back. Anyway, she's a very good streamer.
Yeah.
Go watch her.
So like I've been following her journey the past few months, and she's been affiliate obviously for ages now, and she's been grinding away to partner.
Yeah, for partner, and she finally got it.
So yeah, good on her. Cool. And that's cool because I don't know how many South African streamers have partner status.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I mean, I know there are a lot of South African streamers, and a lot of them I see, like, they're grafting. Like, I will never dispute that, people have their regular schedules. Like you. I think the main thing people need to understand about streaming is regular scheduling is consistent. Because when we did stuff on Critical Hit, like, we'd throw up streams at random odd times, and you won't get views that way. No. You need to commit to a schedule.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people locally that do that, and like they put in the effort, but the viewership here is different. It's very difficult figuring out what times are good, stuff like that. So I mean, if you find your audience, you find it. Yeah,
but the nice thing with Twitch is that it's worldwide. Everyone can always tune in at any time.
That's also true.
Yeah, but you're not wrong in saying like you still need to find your sweet spots. Like you'll find your niche audience and the audience who can watch you at that time. So.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm excited because I mean I've wanted to stream for I don't know, since I knew Twitch existed, but internet just didn't support it here. And then like I finally have fiber and the means to do it, so I'm very excited to commit to it properly this year.
Now you need an Elgato Light.
$200. I'm gonna throw up a donation bar. Help me reach my Elgato.
Imagine getting an Elgato green screen, then you can put Lupin as your background.
Yeah. Well, you want to hear a fun story. So when you reach affiliate, you get so people can subscribe to you, and that means they get access to your emotes. So as an affiliate, starting out, you get 3 emotes. So like the $5 level, $10 level, and the $25 level. For the very generous people who want the 30 emotes, my first emote is a face of Lupin.
Nice. Did you create your emotes?
You create your emotes. But what we did is I have a photo of Lupin that I was like, I just want that to be it. And my colleague John Michael was very kind in helping me crop it and stylize it and edit it and resize it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you can pay $5, subscribe to my channel, get a Lupin face.
I will 100% do that. That is fucking dream.
The dream Lupin. I don't know what I'm going to do for my second. No, I'm like, I'll save Luna for
$15 is Lenska's tortoise.
Oh man, we're just gonna have an animal stream.
$20 is the spiders that invade your house.
No, we won't have that. Okay, let's see. So another one from Mix is, having never played any Assassin's Creed game except stopping and giving up playing Assassin's Creed 1's training level.
Wow.
Should I play from the first or just jump in from any title? I don't know. My feeling is, someone who's never played the games, I'd only dive in on Origins. But even that, I'm thinking Odyssey, a lot of people saying it's like Origins is great, Odyssey is the best Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why should I not just dive into the latest one?
Oh, God, yeah. Like, I don't think the overarching narrative is worth that much. Like, especially in the earlier ones with all that Desmond Miles stuff, that shit was trash. So you could easily read up what happens in the first one, but I desperately think you owe it to yourself to play through the Ezio arc. So Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, which are remastered now. I mean, they're still rough to play because they're old. They're like 10 years old now. But they are fucking awesome. Like, Assassin's Creed 2 is incredible. 3 is garbage. I literally hate Assassin's Creed 3. 4 is good. Black Sail's pretty good, and then it starts getting weird. From then on, like, I would give Ezio's arc a go. I don't think Black Flag is super required, and then from then you can jump straight into Origins and Odyssey. So, okay.
That's like, personally, I'm just like, nah, Odyssey. Well, did you see how cheap Odyssey was on Steam over December?
Yeah.
New Assassin's Creed was like $450.
I grabbed it on Xbox for $500.
I'm like, what?
I'm very sad I didn't grab Call of Duty Black Ops 4 because I played that for the first time yesterday. Good, eh? What a game.
But what blows my mind with that game is that Call of Duties traditionally do not go cheap, like ever. Even, like, you could probably go find Advanced Warfare, which is like 3-4 years old now, and it would probably still be like $800 in the store or something.
Activision does not do sales.
But Black Ops was $600 on Black Friday last year, and I was
it was $500 on January sale.
Really, it's so tempting. I'm like, maybe I should just pick it up.
Man, I have not had that much fun in a Call of Duty in years.
What did you play on PC or PS4?
I played on Xbox.
Whoa! Yeah. Curveball I didn't expect.
I played on Xbox and found matches fairly frequently, even in Blackout.
Blackout's fun. Did you play any Blackout?
I played a bit of Blackout, but I was coming off of just playing multiplayer, so I kept dying at the beginning, and then I was just like, fuck this, and I went back to multiplayer. The multiplayer is so good.
It's good, yeah. It's a game I probably will pick up at some stage.
I desperately want to pick it up.
Desperately, geez. Okay. Meg sent us 4 million questions this week. He says, am I cold or stone-hearted that I feel absolutely nothing and lack interest in games that have storylines that involve human conditions affecting many people on the planet? And I don't consider buying them and playing them. Titles such as Gris, The Missing, or Hellblade. I don't think it makes you...
I don't think it makes you heartless. No. I just think that's not what you're looking for in games, and that's 100% okay.
Games mean different things to different people.
Yeah.
I mean, you could play The Last Guardian and be like, this was a hot pile of garbage. I played The Last Guardian and I was like, oh, this game's so good.
Yeah, I mean...
it means different things to different people.
Yeah, it's like... And it's... Yeah, I mean, games can be whatever you want them to be. So I know there's a game that I hold in high regard called That Dragon Cancer.
I still need to play that, but that's a game it's on my wish list, and I'm like, I don't know if I should play that, but I'll get to it one day.
Yeah, it's like it's a father created a game to help process the loss of his child who died from cancer, and it's fucking heartbreaking. And I mean, it's a game. It is a game, but it's not super fun to play because it's harrowing. So like, if you don't want to expose yourself to that doesn't make you heartless, it just makes you human. So
it's so deep,
so deep,
so much of deepness,
so much profoundness.
So much profoundness. Which 2D Western cartoon are you guys a fan of? Hanna-Barbera, Looney Tunes, Disney, or Nickelodeon?
I don't like westerns.
Which you don't know? Which Western, like as in Western developed cartoon tropes? Oops. I think. Yeah, so like
Hanna-Barbera is like
Scooby-Doo and all those.
Flintstones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Looney Tunes, we all know Looney Tunes.
I don't like Looney Tunes. Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, so boring. And Elder Fudd.
You're a millennial.
I do like the Roadrunner. I like that. Wile E. Coyote.
You're a Nickelodeon millennial fan, aren't you?
Nickelodeon was weird at a time, hey.
It was so weird, yeah.
I remember that cartoon called Monsters.
Monsters.
Yeah, that's what it was called. It was very weird.
Monsters, and you have like we've touched on this before. There's also like, let's not forget Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That was Cartoon Network though.
Cartoon. Yeah,
Fuck, I love Courage.
But who is that? Just straight up Cartoon Network.
Yeah, that's Cartoon Network produced.
Okay.
Yeah. So wait, what are you asking?
Yeah, you can read.
Which 2D? Why is it 2D? Okay, are you guys a fan of? Oh, okay. I liked a lot of Cartoon Network stuff.
Yeah,
like, that is my childhood. There, like
Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, Ed and Eddie, which is
Cow and Chicken,
which is 20 years old this year.
I saw that. I was like, I'm old.
Cow and Chicken, Courage, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I love that shit so much.
That is some good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, growing up, I grew up in an era where the Cartoon Network sort of showed a mix of everything. So I'm a big fan of. I love Looney Tunes. Don't hate me, Looney Tunes, and all the Cartoon Network stuff we rattled off. But like one of my all-time favorites has always been. If I think about it now, Tom and Jerry.
Yes.
It's like that stuff. I'll never forget. I think it was on Cartoon Network years ago on New Year's Day. They used to just play Tom and Jerry like the whole day. It was like my favorite thing.
It's so good. Yeah, I love Tom and Jerry. Just
so
it's good stuff.
Good stuff. We'd
Can't
watch
wait
it now.
for the live action film.
Watch it now. What's live action? Watch it now. Like Jerry's a bastard.
Yeah, Jerry's an asshole.
Come on,
like,
man.
Tom is just.
He's just a cat, man. He's just
yeah.
catting. Are either of us Kingdom Hearts fanatics?
Nope.
I should be. I've mentioned this before. It's Square Enix. It's Disney.
It's Final Fantasy.
Like and Final Fantasy. Like all of those combined speaks to me, and
same. I enjoyed my time with Final Fantasy 15. I love Disney.
Yeah.
But fuck, I can't.
I just think
I cannot.
But it's not only that. I think about like not the story. So like Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out. So I'm like, yeah, I want to play it. But there's a whole history that I've missed out on. And to think about going to play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, aka like 1.5 Remix Ultra Edition and
Dream
like
Drop Distance,
all the spin-offs. Yeah, there's like the DS version. There's a mobile game. Blah blah blah. There's way too much.
The barrier for entry on that game is far too
here's
high.
the thing though, is like it's not a matter of just watching like a catch-up YouTube video. I think the story there is so convoluted. It's like, no, you actually have to.
No, but even then, it's so convoluted that it doesn't make sense. It's just garbage sometimes. Like
actual garbage.
But I don't understand why. Like what is essentially, in my view, a spin-off of the Final Fantasy series that includes Disney characters is far more difficult to get into than even just the core Final Fantasy series.
Yeah.
Like core Final Fantasy is all detached from one another. Like you can just pick one up and play
just play it, yeah.
Like why is Kingdom Hearts so fucking obtuse? I don't understand it.
Haters on the show. But I can confirm that at least 50% of the hosts on the show hate everything. And it's not me. The last question comes from is this RDB Mit? At Mit RDB. I don't know who the hell this is.
RDB Mit.
RDB.
Okay, that's cool.
The username is RDB Mit, and then the username is Mit RDB. At Mit RDB.
What's up, RDB?
He says, here's
Robert
one.
Downey Jr.
Robert Downey, what? Says, here's one. Why do you hate on AMD so much? Are you getting paid by Intel?
Sure, shut up. Why Intel? That's such an... Oh, okay.
Let me tell you, we are rolling in Intel money.
Yeah, totally.
Coming at you from our airship sponsored by Intel. No, we're not paid by Intel.
No, wish we were, but not. I have no problem with AMD at all. I've just always been an Intel CPU person.
It's just a preference thing.
Yeah.
And here's a funny thing. The reason I bounced to Intel, years ago, I was actually thinking about this on Reddit last night. So I'm like, why am I such an Intel fanboy now? And I use fanboy loosely. I'm not one who's like, yeah, AMD is the worst. Yeah. I had AMD when 64-bit was all the rage. AMD CPU was like, yeah, we're doing 64-bit now. I was like, whoa, that's really cool. Got involved in AMD. The only reason I bounced to Intel was R1 and R7 PC when the first ever R7 gen was released.
Nephilim.
Yeah, I won that PC and I had it for, like I've said many times, 9 to 10 years now. It came a time to upgrade my PC. I was like,
gonna stick with AMD. Intel.
I'm like, I've had Intel for this many years. I know it works. Not that AMD doesn't work. It's just a preference thing.
I've always been on Intel, and mainly because when I got into PC gaming hectically, Intel was just miles ahead of AMD at the time. And it's only recently that AMD's really caught up, especially in the CPU race. I think I think AMD's Threadripper stuff is incredible, and their Ryzen stuff is incredible. And I think price-wise, they're in a much better space.
Always
than
affordable,
Intel.
like a little bit more affordable.
Yeah, so I have nothing against them. I think their graphics cards are still drastically behind NVIDIA, but I think AMD's business practices are far better than both Intel and NVIDIA combined. Like the fact that they have FreeSync, which is not hardware bound, like it's far more open as a standard. They share their technology with developers for free. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this is NVIDIA powered and, you know, it will run shitty on AMD cards and whatever. So their business practices I prefer. But I think NVIDIA's cards are better. And I think Intel's chips are better for the price that you end up paying. Yeah. So
that's all.
It's like iOS and Android.
Yeah, man. It's just I mean, I had Android as well. Moved over to iOS, and it's just a preference thing.
Yeah,
like
it's a preference thing. I have no hate for it.
The reason I'll stick with iOS is because I'm like, I don't want to have to like buy all my apps on Android again. It's like literally the only thing. I'm in the ecosystem. So yeah, don't hate an Android.
I do like AMD and Intel's partnership with laptop CPUs. So they'll have like Radeon Vega graphics chips embedded with the CPUs, and that's really cool because you can keep the laptop extremely thin, slightly cheaper than one with the dedicated NVIDIA chip, and it still delivers well on gaming performance. So yeah, I like that.
No, that's questions. That's episode 37.
Thanks, RDB and Migs.
RDB, MTB, Robert Downey
Brunier.
Yeah, nailed it.
If you want to get in contact, at Checkpoint Chat on Twitter, checkpointchatpodcast@gmail.com, or you can message us directly both on Twitter and facebook.com/checkpointchat.
All of the places. If you like the show, don't be shy to give us a rating.
Yeah, give us a rating, platform. A review.
Let me tell you, on iTunes, we have 6 5-star ratings, and it makes me so happy.
Hot damn.
I don't know who gave them, but thank you so much. If you haven't given us a rating, don't be shy. Pull over the car. Just head over
pull over. Please don't drive and...
Head over to either your iPhone and give us a rating, or stop another car. Ask them if they have an iPhone. Yeah. Keep doing this until you find someone with an iPhone. Get onto the platform and give us a rating.
High five. That's exactly...
High 5 stars. Yeah.
That's and I'm very happy to be back.
Even me. What a time to be alive.
I'm happy to be back with my pal Matty Thig. He's getting married this year. Can you believe it?
That's actually why I'm divorcing you.
Taking the cats.
The truth comes out. Taking the cats.
But we'll be back next week Monday, back on our regular bullshit schedule.
Our regular schedule.
Regular schedule, and we'll let you know whenever
stuff
new
happens.
Things are coming.
Yeah. Don't hold us to that.
Yeah, don't hold us to that.
These are dreams, they're not reality yet. Maybe one day we'll see. Yeah, that's that. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm leaving
Thank
now.
you for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye.